Hey, it's your boy Ron Big Black Garrett. I just got through finished eating some good garlic parmesan wings, so it's time for me to do a little bit of work, put a little work in, just to speak to you, my peeps out there. I love y'all, man, and I don't do this. I don't receive any money. I don't receive any product endorsements or any of these other things. All I do is just talk to you because I want to help people. I'm blessed to be in a position to where I don't have to worry about financial gain and all these other things. So all I try to do is just help as many people as I can in the best way I can, point you to sources because I'm not the knower of all things. Some things I do know just from my years of bodybuilding. Some things, but a lot of things I point you to people like Keto Evangelist, Keto Savage, Keto Connect, Jimmy Moore, and all of these other people that have helped me along my journey. Two keto dudes, I'll never leave you out because you were my start, and I'll always have that love for you right there in my heart, Richard and Carl. So, with that said, let me go on and start with the topic. The topic today is exercise, and I want to approach this a little bit differently than a lot of people approach. You know, we can start talking about getting into the gym and bench press this and squats that and all that. Hey, there's a ton of info out there on that. I want to talk about some other things. You know, we will. I can get into a little bit. You know, I've been a power lifter and bodybuilder for over 30 years now. Started lifting weights when training for football back in the day. And then when I joined the Army, I happened to be walking around one day trying to impress girls, to be honest with you. Had my shirt off walking up the street, and this guy said, "Hey, man, where are you lifting at? Are you a bodybuilder?" And you can go into my Instagram on my Facebook and you can see the picture of the day I started. You know, I was 175 pounds, ripped, looked like I had been lifting for a while, but I really hadn't been lifting that much. I was a naturally strong person, which is why I gravitated later on towards powerlifting. But he said, man, you know, you ought to think about bodybuilding. So I thought about it and went and started lifting pretty soon after that, probably a month or two after that, I really started doing it. Before that, all I did was used to do to obtain my body was push-ups. I would do 600 or 700 push-ups every other day, and had a real nice cut body, pretty proportioned for someone that didn't lift any weights. I had always had big thighs, so this whole powerlifting and bodybuilding thing actually came pretty natural to me. And once I started lifting, man, lifting has always been my mistress, no matter who I was dating or even now that I'm married. My wife will tell you, the gym is the mistress that I have, and it's the only mistress she allows in my life. So that way I don't get shot because she packs. So, but having said all that, I love to lift weights, but I am not one of these lifters who get annoyed with people that do CrossFit, who get annoyed with people that love aerobics, who get annoyed with people that has any kind of alternative exercise. This is my philosophy when it comes to exercise. Do you. Just like it is with any other activity, I see so many people that try to do exercises that they don't like. Why? Why are you doing this? Why are you torturing yourself? I'll give you a prime example. My beautiful wife, Tracy, I love her. And I've always been a gym rat. And she loves to spend as much time with me as possible. So she started gravitating towards the gym. And after she had her bout with cancer, one of the things that they told her is she needed to exercise to get her strength back. And that was a good reason for her to exercise. But try as she may, she would do her best to try to love the gym. She would pretend that she liked going to Zumba and all these other things. Don't get me wrong, there was some joy there, but if it was really, really joy, she'd be doing it now, today. Right now, I've had 4 months that I can't be in the gym, and I got another 5, 6, 7 weeks before I can start lifting again. And it's like longing for a loved one. It's like missing a loved one, missing your kids, missing your wife. That's what it's like in my heart not to be in the gym. And see, a lot of people that are in gyms right now, they're doing it because they feel like they have to. Number one, we know that on keto, there's a lot of people that lose hundreds of pounds without even working out a single thing. I mean, maybe getting a little walking in or something like that. But that's where I want to turn to today. I don't want you to be like my wife. I finally got my wife to understand that you don't need to be in the gym to get back in shape. She loves to hike. They go out into the on these mountains and all these other little things. Well, they're hills here in Alabama, but we call them mountains because they're big to us. But they have these little adventures in God, and this is just pulling the curtain back a little bit. They go and search for things in nature for evidence of what God is telling them, and they bring it back and it's applied into the things that we do at church sometimes. A lot of people follow them for that deal. I'm not into that. That's not my deal. That's what I love about my wife. We have different passions. I'm a NASCAR fan, football fan, and all these other things. She pays attention to them, but she don't love them. But anyway, they actually go and do that. And I said, sweetheart, why are you pretending? Because she kept saying, I got to get back in the gym. I get back in the gym. But see, there's a lament in her voice. It's not like me. I got to get back in the gym. And that's so many of you. You are trying to do something that you really don't like to do. And this is what I tell people. You need to find your why. What is it that you like to do? Almost any activity can be turned into an exercise. For her, hiking. Just go hiking a couple more times a week. It doesn't have to be for 3-4 hours like they do now. Break it up. Go once or twice a week. You can, some of you that love to clean, just put a little bit more effort in your cleaning. Some of you that, like for me, one while I couldn't work out at all. And when I first started keto, I was so sick that I couldn't really walk. So I started walking 5 minutes around inside my house, listening to the TV. The biggest thing is that do something. Find an activity that you like. Try some new things. You may not like biking until you try it. You may not like walking until you try it. I hate running, and I ain't running no more unless something bigger than me is chasing me. But I don't lament the people that love to run. There's so many people that quit running because they think, well, I just don't need to run anymore. Well, keto will help you with that inflammation, and if you like to run, get back out there and run. Find an activity that you can love, and it can be anything. Don't let someone tell you that it's got to be in the gym and doing some structured activity. That's my deal. I don't prefer to get my training anywhere else but the gym. But now I'm telling people, one of the first things I do when they talk about they want to exercise, I said, what do you like to do? I don't want to hear about the gym and all that unless that's your passion or unless you just want to try it. I always encourage people, the first and most important thing to do is start walking. That's one exercise that we as humans, it does something to our bodies when we just put our feet in motion and we walk. It's almost that hunter-gatherer thing to where our bodies are naturally, all kinds of hormones and different things start reacting when we simply start walking. When we don't put our bodies in the fight or flight response, there's a feeling of well-being that comes with walking. So just start there. But whatever it is that you decide to do, and I urge you to give me some in your comments, things that you like to do that are not traditional, because other people need to hear those things. And so that's my encouragement today for you about exercise. Find out what you like to do and apply it. It can be anything, All you have to do is ramp up the activity a little bit to get your heart rate going some. And this whole deal is not about losing weight. We've already proven that you can lose weight without exercising on keto. It's about making the body stronger, improving all of the different various levels of hormones and all of those other things. So this is my thing for today. It's all about exercise, but it's all about doing you. Hey, I love you. God bless you. Peace.